Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Mr. Sam Clement, fresh off of completing the Niagara Falls Marathon. How are you feeling, my brother?
Uh, we're getting out of the slump. I was a little tired, little ankle injury, but we're gonna hop back on the saddle and we're gonna start running again. So a nice,
Yes, sir.
well deserved week off. I hate taking breaks, but well
Yeah, me
deserved
too.
week off. And we're gonna get back at it.
Yeah, you definitely do need to take that week off whenever you finished a marathon or you done a season. Like I always hate taking time off, and it's funny when I was little, I always used to be like, oh, like I'm always gonna run every single day. But after you race that last race of the season, or like a marathon in your case, like you're
Yeah,
like, okay, like it's actually better for you to take a week off or 2 weeks off than to keep
I just
going.
feel I don't know. I feel so lazy and stuff, and it's like
Mm.
um you scheduling my training and doing like such high volume weeks after the marathon. My legs weren't even that tired. It was more of like my ankle hurt more than anything, and like the shoulder injury, we got to get into that too. Like that was crazy. We gotta explain that whole thing. But
Yeah,
no,
for sure. But
it was other stuff, and
yeah,
like actually
first off,
catching up on sleep.
oh yeah, catching up. Yeah, yeah. First off, though, tell the people who you are, like what, who you were before running, and then like I guess who you are now. Like, or yeah, tell them like actually. First off, let's start like this. Why did you choose to want to start running? Because like tell me your background. Because I know you're like a bodybuilder, like always in the gym. But why did you want to start running in the first place?
Yeah, so I played sports like here and there growing up. I played hockey until about grade nine. I don't know what that is for the people in the States, in America, but grade nine, first year of high school. And then I transitioned into rowing. Not something that's common, going from hockey to rowing, but I wanted a challenge. It's a huge thing from where I'm from. Like I'm Ontario by Toronto. Um, Whole family did it, so I wanted a challenge. Instantly fell in love with it. Fell in love with the grind, the early mornings, and like the discipline required. So I did that for about 3 years, um, and then let myself go. I got super fat, super big, and I was just like unhealthy, and I hated it. So I got in the gym. Um, Coming up on I want to say like 5 years now. And I thought to myself, I'm like, may as well give myself another challenge. I've always wanted to do an Ironman. I find like doing an Ironman is the sickest thing in the world. Actually calling
Mm,
yourself an Ironman
yeah.
um is just like is just so sick. So I'm like, yep, may as well start a marathon. So I started running, instantly got hooked, and asked you to coach me, and now we're here. Week we're about what? A week did my race about a week and a half ago. And no, dude, I'm feeling better than ever. I'm
Yeah,
hooked on
definitely.
running.
That's awesome. Pardon if there's I don't know. I think there's like fireworks going on in the background, which is crazy.
Yeah, no.
But yeah. So you came from obviously like playing sports all your life, and then you went into bodybuilding. Tell me the difference between just like training weights and then training running.
Training weights is like you can go in here and there, and like you I guess you have like breaks here and there. You don't necessarily have to be like pushing yourself like the entire time. Like your sets typically last like 1 to 2 minutes when like running like that marathon. It's 4.5 hours or 4 hours for my case
Yeah.
of purely pushing myself, which was just insane. Like I we'll have to throw the pace up here and like my official time, but no, that like constantly keeping on the gas for 4 hours like that um is just nuts. Like it's a whole nother mental game. All the shit you see about people like being super disciplined who run and it being like a super mentally challenging thing. No, I fully get what they're saying. Bodybuilding and running, it's like two different things. It's like opposite sides of the spectrum almost.
Yeah. So like, and then once you started running, what like how did you did it I'm wondering, did it ever like change like how you looked at bodybuilding, or like after you started running, like which one did you like more?
Oh, I
Because
don't
I know
know.
you
That's
like your bodybuilding.
it's tough to say. It was definitely a nice change. because obviously when you do something like bodybuilding or even like a sport, you get burnt out like super quick. You got to take breaks. So running added like a huge dynamic into my life. Um, but I honestly think I want to say running right now. It
Nice.
definitely changed.
I
So it
love to
definitely
hear
changed.
it.
It definitely changed the way I train. I'm definitely a lot weaker. Definitely burned a lot of muscle, but no, I'm happy. I'm hooked on running for life. Seb, I hate you for that, but I love it, dude. I'm hooked for life.
Yeah, do you think that you could do you think that yeah, now that you started running, like do you think you'll ever stop or do you think it'll probably be something you do for your whole life?
Definitely something I do for my entire life. I'm actually about to pick up a second pair of shoes. I never thought I'd go through a full pair of running shoes. I got about 600K on them. I don't know what that is in miles. Um,
Almost probably 400K. Almost 400
yeah,
400
yeah,
miles,
no,
400 miles. And that's pretty long for sure, yeah.
yeah, no. I may try to get like another 100 miles out of them, keeping my long distance ones. But
Yeah, you should honestly just get another pair. I don't want you getting injured.
I know,
From,
yeah, you
from
still
shoes,
technically might go. I'm still coming off that ankle injury, so we're gonna take it slow, get back into it. But yeah, no, I'm
100%.
never gonna stop running. The aerobic benefits and like the cardiovascular benefits that it holds. I'm always one for benefiting my life and my health as much as possible. So
Yeah,
keeping
for
myself
sure.
running and adding a cardio aspect into my life, I feel like will provide me with some longevity. So I'm not really trying to
Definitely.
die. Not really trying to die before 150. So
It's funny. I always say that. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm like, I live so healthy. Like, I'm gonna live till freaking 110, and I got really good genetics too.
dude,
But
I don't know how people can live so unhealthy. Like I live
oh,
healthy.
I
I
know.
go like one unhealthy day and I'm like, dude, I don't know how people can live like this.
I don't even do it anymore. I literally don't live an unhealthy
Yeah,
day. That's straight up.
dude, you get to the point where it's like being so healthy is such a norm. Like someone offered me candy the other day, and I was like, no. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
good. I don't really eat
yeah.
candy. They're like, they're like, what? It's
That's so
Halloween. It's
awesome.
Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, so it could be the queen's birthday, and she's offering candy. Like, I'm still not gonna eat it. It's just not my thing.
The Queen's birthday. No, yeah, seriously, same. Like, oh, I kind of felt bad turning it down. Oh, it's not like I turned it down. I still accepted it as like a gift, but my girlfriend's grandma, she like made this like Halloween like candy tray. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, thank you. And I just kind of like, I just like didn't eat it. I was just like, like I like had a bite of a chocolate bar, like a little mini, but I was just
mm,
like, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I told myself I wouldn't eat candy. I'm not going back to it. So, yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So like, what were we just talking about before?
the healthy stuff, I think,
Oh, the healthy
and like
stuff.
running
Oh
compared to
yeah,
bodybuilding, I think.
yeah, like healthy lifestyle and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we're just getting to the next part. What did so obviously now you're runner for life, turned runner. Oh no, I
Yeah.
was gonna. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember the idea now. Yeah, you're talking about how running is like you need that cardio in your life. You want that aerobic training. It's so true. Like because like, and this is why like I'm so passionate about it, and that I would like push running as much as I do because like I think everyone should do it is because like it actually like they did a study someone who just ran like as like even just like a hobby jogger like every day,
Mhm.
um, versus someone who didn't run and then they only lift weights. It was around like 20% less. They're likely to live up to 20% less than the one who runs. And like just off like
It's a cheat
or to
code.
also to have heart problems and stuff like that. So like
Yeah, no, it's a huge cheat code. I got into like the whole like rabbit hole of like seeing the benefits of running when I first started and got into all this. And it's just like so incredibly good for your heart and adding like the extra lung capacity and someone coming from like a background in asthma. Like it runs in
mhm.
my family. Like my sister has it right now. Like I grew out of it. Um, like fully stopped breathing one night when I was younger. And now I ran a marathon.
Yeah,
So like fully growing out of that, like building up the lung strength, building up the cardiovascular strength is actually crazy. Um, and yeah, the benefits are too good to stop.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so tell me. like where you were at the start of the build up, like what it felt like when you ran, also like what your longest run was and like what pace you were running, and then like tell me where you were like you're just start with the start.
So, beginning, when was that? That was like,
Like,
wasn't that like May, June?
yeah, it was a long time. So it was, yeah, this has been a big build up.
So May, June, um, that I think I ran like for like a month prior to starting with you. I was doing like 2 to 3 5Ks. This was when like I don't know, I started seeing more and more like hybrid athlete content. Like I hate using like terms like that, but like hybrid athlete content. So someone who
Yeah, I
works
mean
out every day.
it's a new like it's a new kind of term. Yeah, like people are trying to
Yeah.
do it. So, and I fuck with it because it's like, dude, if we can, get as many people from the gym out on the roads, out running, seeing how amazing it is, that's the best.
No,
Like
dude, it's sweet.
I have nothing against gym people who do the gym at all, like obviously I made that run reel and it said running is harder because it's true, and I say that because it's like, yeah, dude, go out and run, but yeah, what were you saying though? Hybrid athlete.
Yeah, no, seeing like these huge guys just like shredded, pushing themselves in the gym, throwing around crazy weight, and then them going and just like absolutely crushing these long distance runs. Like there's a lot of people on YouTube right now who are blowing up that like the same video, same day, they're hitting a huge workout and then they're going on like a they're going like a 20 mile run, which is just insane. Like, that's wild to think that like our these guys are pushing out their bodies to the limit. Um and like this whole training block, I've been able to discover that. It's awesome. But going back to the topic, the beginning of the training. Oh, going back to the beginning of the training, I was super I think I was in a rougher state, I guess. I think I was in a
Wait,
slow.
sorry. I'm gonna cut that out. Say going back to the beginning of training, just start again. Sorry, I just that one.
Okay. Um, going back to like the beginning of the training though, I was burnt out fully from working out. Like obviously doing it this long, I find myself taking like week breaks here and there, and like prioritizing recovery a lot more. So I forget what I saw. Something got, I think I want to say like all the Goggin stuff that was going around, like
Hmm.
all of those like viral videos was like, all right, like this looks kind of cool. Like me prioritizing my weekends to go on like a long run or like waking up early, going to catch K's, go and do my work and all that stuff, and then hitting a workout at night. Like this seems like a cool lifestyle to live. Like, and then seeing all the benefits, obviously on the body, I was like, all right, I'm hooked. And I love a challenge. I love a physical challenge. I'm like, you could give me any physical challenge and I'll complete it within
Yeah.
a year. So I'm huge on that. Um, but yeah, I went on my first run, sucked. I can pull it up. It was like a 2K. I ran like 2K at like 7.5 minutes per kilometer, which was
Damn.
like, yeah, it's like a slow jog. Like I was
That's
hurting.
crazy that you went from running 2K at 7 minutes per kilometer to 42 at well, like 540, I think.
Yeah,
540.
something like that. Even like
Yeah.
my long runs, like the long runs you schedule. When do we start at? We started at 15, didn't we?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think 15K was the longest because I was like, I remember asking you like, what's your longest long run you've ever done? And then I'm like, all right, let's add some to that for the first longer because
yeah.
I'm like, we gotta get this distance up.
It was 10K, I remember I said, because like rowing, I ran every day and we would have to hit like a long run here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, starting at 15K and then I think a week, no, 2 weeks out from the marathon, I hit 31K. And
Mhm.
that was insane. It was an entire loop around my city.
Yeah.
So I went like city barrier. I went like it was like picture like a square around my city. Like I hit all four corners. It was awesome.
Oh, that's so far. That's awesome. So definitely, yeah, you went from running, yeah. So then take us through the build up and when you started to feel like, oh shit, like I'm a runner now, and like starting to really feel good.
I want to say, um, I want to say getting to that like half marathon at the 6 week mark when I had the like race pace half marathon.
Yeah, yeah.
That was sweet. Like that
Late
was
August,
awesome. Like
right? I think, or it
yeah.
might have been September. Yeah,
Like actually like it felt like I've experienced like full runner high now and like flying like that. Dude, it's awesome. Even like peak summer when it's like 40 degrees out, Canada gets hottest like Canada gets super hot. So
yeah.
hitting like a long run with like a buddy or two, shirts off, just like hitting on the back roads, nothing beats that stuff. So
I
I
love
guess
those shirtless runs, bro.
once I started doing that, and then once people kept like seeing me more and more on my runs, I'm like, all right, like this is what it's come to. Like I'm a runner now. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm a runner. So
That's so sick.
I'm embracing it fully.
Yeah. Would people like see you like around the city and stuff running?
Oh my God. People saw me all the time. Like
Really?
the the
That's a lot.
30
Awesome.
the 31K, um someone drove past me, stuck their head out the window and was like honking and like yelling my name and like they're like, go Sam, go Sam. I'm like, that dude was awesome. Even like one of my close friends, every time he sees me, he's like, oh dude, I'm shocked you're not running right now. Like it seems like every time I see you, you're on a run. And I saw that guy every time I ran. He was always driving past.
That's so far. That's the best feeling when like, because it's happened to me a decent amount of times when I was like running back in hometown. Obviously, I'm in a new city now, but like, yeah, like it just hits different. Like you're running, and then like someone's like, "Oh yeah," man," and they like go head out the car, and then
Yeah.
they take a picture of you, video, and they're like, "Oh, we saw you running." Like it's such a good feeling. Like or like even like I don't know when it would be, but for me it'd be all times a day. But sometimes I'd be out in the dark and someone see me running, and it would be a good feeling. Like they know I'm out grinding, they know I'm out doing something good for myself. It's like the best. And then they like, yeah, it's just and then they cheer you on too. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's
dude. Like, and when what's it called? Getting like those you probably had it like people sending you pictures like, oh, spotted or like I spotted Sam, people posting this on their stories and stuff. And then what's it called? Actually telling them you're running like a marathon. Like me telling someone I'm running a marathon, it's like I feel like it's the greatest boost of confidence and like motivation because just from their reaction. Because to me and you probably that doesn't seem like a huge thing, but
yeah.
to people who don't run now, that's like a huge milestone.
Yeah, I saw this. There was this post. I don't remember the exact stat, but it was just like I think the post was like it said like 20 to 30%. No, I think it was only like 20% of people in the world actually run consistently or like have ran in the last month or something. And
Mhm.
then from there, actually like ran like a 10K. It goes down to like 10 and then goes down to like five or four of all people in the world. Or no, no. And there's like and then anyways, it ended up being like percentage of people who actually like have like completed a marathon in the world was like 0.1% or something. Like it was like this
Yeah.
stat and it made you realize how like, oh wow, like that's actually like a big accomplishment.
Yeah, no. I always say that like it's like a inside joke with my friend now. We'll be out and like I'll do something and they'll be like, dude, like you're so loud, or it's like you're causing a ruckus. I'll be like, dude, I'm top 1% of the world now. Like what are people gonna say to me? I'll just tell them I'm top 1% now. No, it's an
You're like,
awesome
buddy, I ran a marathon. Screw off.
yeah, no, it's definitely an awesome feeling. There's the bib right there, still got
Fucking
it.
go, bro. Hang that up.
Got the medal too. Look at that.
See, that's what you get when you
Oh yeah. No, dude.
do it.
It's a surreal feeling. It was crossing the finish line, like the all the emotions flooding through, and like there was multiple times in the race when like I was like on the brink of crying just from like excitement
Yeah,
and like happiness
run
that
us through the race right now, like front to. So you went through the whole, though you went through the whole training block. You were committed to it. Like I saw it. Like I saw your training uploading. You're running like
posting all my runs,
five,
holding
six
myself
days a week,
accountable.
and like, and even I remember stressing you how important your recovery was, just because obviously I didn't want you to get injured, and like
Oh,
you're still getting good sleep and stuff, obviously. And yeah, so you went through the whole training block. You just ran 31K a couple weeks ago. You're like, okay, now it's time for the big one. Run us through, yeah, like a night before, morning before the marathon, and
oh,
then run us through the whole race, and then just describe how you're feeling after. Yeah, run us through it all,
so
bro.
So night before, I had to get a lot of carbs in. My mom, shout out my mom. She makes the craziest homemade pizza ever.
Oh,
So
nice. That's good
I'm
stuff.
like, yeah, I'm like, you got to make homemade pizza. Like night before my race, you got to make homemade pizza. I got to be properly fueled up, like homemade dough, homemade everything.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
No
so
process. No process. So,
exactly. All homemade, all made with love. We need that.
yes,
So we
sir.
had that. Um, and I think I don't even remember. I think I watched a movie the night before. Um, but I know I got like 9 hours of sleep, like quote unquote 9 hours of sleep. From
Nice.
when I was in my bed. Oh shit. Um, from when I
I
was
don't
in my
know what
bed to
that
when I woke
was,
up.
but
I think I went to bed at like until like 10:30, maybe like 10:30. And I kept waking up throughout the night. I was like so stressed for the race.
yeah,
But I think I ended up getting up at like 6 o'clock, a little late, like
nice.
6:30. Um, and I was just like shitting myself. It was raining, like it was like spitting outside the morning of, and I'm like, this is gonna be brutal. So
Yeah,
I grabbed the raincoat, tossed in the bag. Um, Went to like the pre-race stuff, got a little stretch in at home, had like the pre-race carbs, packed all
nice.
my stuff, made sure everything was charged and everything, and headed over. I think I got there. I got there at like 7:30. Race started at 8. So I had like it was like a 10-15 minute walk. So I'm like I put on the jets and I was like sprinting over there. Probably terrible to do.
I mean, honestly, like I'm kind of similar. Like I don't really show up to races like super early because you don't want to show up too early than like get in
Yeah.
your head stuff. Like you kind of just show up. Okay, it's game time now. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, like
And same with the marathon. Like you don't need to warm up a ton for a marathon either. So like
my warm up was me running to the start line.
yeah,
So
that's fine.
I
That's
got
fine.
there. Um I got there, checked my bag. It was like, dude, this was like 7:50. I'm checking my bag. Um Putting all my stuff in my bag, like literally getting in like my race kit, like struggled with my bib on. Like 7:55, went and got like my final pee. Like I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't go until I got home later. We'll keep it PG. I don't want to TMI anyone, but um no large bowel movement that morning. All the runners out there, like that's brutal before a long run. So
Yeah, I don't know if
I
that's like
pushed
yeah,
it.
you did try to get the coffee in to get that out of the way.
I thought I was gonna have to stop at like I was like, okay, half I can stop, and then I'll have to put the jets on and do a couple of like fast Ks. No, I was good. I
That's
think I got to
good. Yeah,
start.
glad to hear that because that's a problem with some people, bro. Like sometimes it really is an issue. But yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I know a lot of people who like struggle with that, but got to the start gate um at about I want to say like 7:57. All my friends texted me, like fired me up, like started queuing up songs. Like there's this Goggins mix I found through like my training. It's like 45 minutes long. Queued that up. I'm queuing up like an hour and a half of Goggins just because like I know I'm gonna need them.
yeah,
Um, and then the announcer was getting fired up. He's like, "Oh, welcome everyone, the racers for the Niagara Falls International Marathon." He's just like firing us all up, and and there's the 4 hour pacer, and there's me just standing there, and I'm hugging this guy the entire way.
yes,
Um, so we get into the race. Gatorade and water, all that scattered throughout the route. I don't think I started having any until I want to say like 8K, 9K in.
yeah,
Pretty like fueled up on electrolytes, but yeah, we got into it. Um, I don't think the pain started setting in until maybe like half. I PR'd in the half. So for the training block we did for that half marathon, we did a 2 hour and 30 second.
hmm
And in the race I went 1:58. So not a
yeah. It's
huge jump,
amazing because
not a
that was only
huge
six
jump.
weeks prior too, and then you went and did
Yeah.
the second half of the marathon. Like that 6 week block, we really ramped it up because I remember when I was telling you like 3 weeks out. I remember, or like I remember telling you just like that like the week after that half marathon was a bit more chill. But then I was like, okay, like now is like the hard training. Like you're gonna have to recover here. Like it's gonna be really hard. And it showed because like you obviously gained a lot of fitness from that block. going into the marathon, the last block there?
Yeah, no, like I think what 2 weeks out, 2 weeks out was like a 50-mile week.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
you
it
hit
was like one of
that.
my longest weeks. It was not, it felt awesome. Um, but getting back into the race, um, my one worry like going into the race was like um the block between 31 and 42K because
Yeah,
I've never trained in that block. So like people are like, oh, like what are you most scared of? Like, are you scared like you're gonna like hurt yourself or it's like you're not gonna be able to finish? I'm like, no, I'm just scared of 31 to 42K because I
yeah,
know I know I'm gonna get to 31K at least. Like obviously I'm gonna finish the marathon. I'm never one to quit anything. Um, but 31K to 42K was absolute hell. That was like when the pain started setting in. That was when like my quad teardrops, like the big muscle in your quad, my
yeah.
calves were so tight, dude. Oh my God, I thought my calf was gonna cramp up. It was hell. It was a mental game. So that's when the headphones got taken out, and I was like, all right,
Hmm.
I gotta get in my own head now, and I gotta turn the lights off, as I call it. So
Yeah,
no, it was awesome.
yeah, and then yeah, just yeah. What was the feelings of when you crossed the finish line?
Well, like I said, like 37K, I think we ran into that shoulder injury. So I'm running like the last couple K with
Or
my
yeah,
shoulder.
give the people the background on the shoulder thing, because that
So
hey, don't worry, that wasn't my. I wasn't giving him
no, no,
shoulder
no.
work.
Seb did nothing. Seb did nothing. So obviously working out for it like however long I have been. Um, I've obviously gone to like the ego lifting stage, so like benching super heavy and all that stuff. So I actually injured both my shoulders. So like me going like this, like they click, like it's a pretty huge click. Like I don't know if you can hear it, but
Oh, oh, I heard
yeah,
that. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
That's a pretty.
Wow.
It doesn't hurt or anything. Like I have full mobility, like in my shoulders and everything. It's just like they just both click. So run. I think the motion of me running like locked something up my shoulder. Um, and made it we'll cut that out. My mom walked in.
Oh,
I should keep it in. Keep it in, whatever. Um, but yeah, me running, the motion of like the motion of like I don't even know what to call it, like the stride, I guess.
hmm.
I think screwed up something with my shoulder and it
I
got to
think
the
it's
point
just
where like
how long you were moving for, because it's like for four, like
yeah,
your body's never moved for 4 hours, like in the same intensity before.
yeah, no, that's something we'll definitely take into the next training block. Um, but yeah, it was brutal pain. Like I wanted to cry at one point because of how bad it hurt. Like I'm not one to take pain like that serious and like I normally just like push it off. Like obviously me telling you throughout the training and like all my runs, like I would be in pain and I would just finish my runs. I would just like push through the pain and you get mad and you'd be like, oh dude, like stop running, like it's not even worth it. But
Yeah, yeah, because I'm just so like, yeah, I just know like, yeah, you don't, if it's an injury thing, you don't want to push through the pain. Although shoulder, I guess it's a bit different because it's not like you're, like I remember one time I was sparring with my buddy and I got punched in the rib and I kind of hurt. Like the rib hurt a lot, but I just kept running because it's like, hey, it's not an actual leg injury or like a back injury. It's not for running, but yeah. But definitely, yeah, I remember always being like, yeah, like don't push through an injury because like trust me, like if you
yeah, it's
push
not
through an injury,
even
it's gonna turn into a 5 month thing. It's always good to call it.
exactly,
Just take 1 day instead of 10, you know what I mean?
exactly. So yeah, no, the shoulder hurts so bad that like each stride, like each every time I try to start back up and run, it hurt just so bad. Like I couldn't even run. So there was points when I was walking. Um and I got to the point where it was like I think I got to like 38K, 39K. I think it was 39K. It was the final like the final aid station. So the final time you could get water or Gatorade. So I think I remember I slammed two Gatorades, slammed 2 cups of Gatorade. I slammed a cup of water, threw a cup of water on myself. And I'm like, all right, Sam, take your panties off and finish this. Like, because I all I was thinking about was going home and laying on my bed. I'm like,
Yes.
I want to get this over with. Like I was already off pace, like the 4 hour pacer. I couldn't even see that guy anymore. I'm like, all right, we got to finish as close to 4 hours as possible. So I just sucked it up. Um, and obviously, like I showed you the video. I'm like limping across, like running. It was like a run limp across the finish line. Oh my God, I couldn't even walk. It was
Yeah.
wild. But finish crossing the finish line, having like everyone cheering and like the closer you got, like the louder it
Yeah.
got. No, it was insane. It was a crazy, crazy feeling. I think that's what makes it so addicting is actually finishing it and seeing like all my friends and family there at the finish line, like cheering me on, um,
Yeah.
give me all the support and everything. No, that's definitely it was definitely a surreal feeling. I don't think I've ever come close to feeling anything like that. Um, maybe like people who play sports, like winning like the championship or something, or like
Yeah.
winning a race in rowing. But no, it was a crazy feeling coming across the finish line. It was so loud, so electric. There was a band out there, and it's like it's a Sunday. Like it was like 12 o'clock, and there's this much energy in the area. No, it was dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, I relate to that, like that feeling, and that's why I pursue running so hard. Is like that feeling of winning a race. Like I haven't found that else.
It's
I haven't
addicting.
found that anywhere else in my life, and it's just like uh, nothing will replace it. That's why I keep chasing it.
Even like winning a battle with yourself like that, like running for
Hmm.
4 hours is a crazy thing.
Yeah,
Um, and
I
like
remember when
I'm
I ran my marathon. Well, it was more like 47K, but yeah, I remember I felt so good about myself after. I just had a big milkshake. I was like, wow, I just burned 4 or 5 thousand calories.
yeah, dude. Oh my God. I want to see if I can pull up like how many calories I actually burned because it was wild. I was with my friend right after. Um, and she's like, she's like, how many calories did you burn? Like, do you know? And I'm like, no, like I got no idea. So I go on my Apple Watch. Let me pull this up. Um, Here it is.
Yeah, I remember when I remember like eating when I did a marathon just for, just because I said I wanted to feel what it was like because I was
Yeah.
coming to you for it. I was like, dude, I want to feel exactly what this is like. And I just remember how um I just remember like I remember telling myself like you need to eat because I was still in my training block. I still had a workout on Tuesday. Like, and I
Mhm.
remember telling myself like you need to eat so much the next day because I came home and I had no appetite. So I ate so much to try to like recover that calorie deficit the next day. But
Oh, dude, the first thing I did when I came home was I made eggs. I think I made 4 eggs and like a cup or like a cup and a half of egg whites. Like I had a lot of
wow,
protein right after. No, but like this is my activity ring. Wait, hold on here.
just maxed out.
So that's the activity. That's like my activity ring on my Apple Watch.
For the people that are listening, 3,570 out of 1,000 calories, and the ring. This is for his Apple Watch,
200,
but the ring is full, my folks.
270 minutes of exercise, 45,000 steps. Um, yeah, no, the
Forty-five
Apple Watch.
thousand steps, bro. 45.
Yeah.
People talk about getting 10K steps a day. 45,000
Nah,
steps, dude.
10K is
That is
nothing, dude.
irreplaceable, bro.
Yeah,
That's
no, the
crazy.
Apple Watch is the most accurate thing, but I'm thinking I want to say I burned closer to like 43,
I
45.
think so. Yeah, because that's about what I did when it was my Strava. I think it's probably something like that.
And like
And then
I'm a
obviously
bigger
the rest
guy
of the
too.
okay.
I'm a bigger guy too, so I definitely burned
Yeah,
a lot more calories
yeah.
than it
Because
said.
since you're so big, like the power, like you got to give yourself more torque. Like you have to put more power down than some small guy, and that burns
Yeah,
more calories.
and like
It
I'm
makes it
not
harder.
exactly I'm not exactly built like a runner.
Yeah,
Um, I'm 5'10", like 190 pounds. I have like
unit.
Yeah, dude, I got like I have tree trunks for legs, so I'm not
Yeah,
exactly built like a runner. I got no fast twitch calves. Like I don't have this small calf. Like no, my calves are big and long.
yeah,
So I'm definitely not built like a runner. So it's definitely sweet to push my body like that and see how fast I can actually go.
yeah. Definitely. So you ran a marathon now. What's next for you? What's your next goals?
Oh, so obviously the training block, I've definitely burned a lot of size and stuff. So for like the next 2 months, I'm gonna I'm obviously going to continue running, get back on that, but I'm going to try and put a little more size on, get some size
Yeah.
back that I lost. And then January 1st, I'm actually going to do 75 hard. I
Nice.
hate saying like 75 hard, like, oh, like this challenge, but I normally already do it. I'm
Yeah.
already working out twice a day. Obviously, one's outside, running, sticking to a diet. Um,
I think the
I forget what the
biggest
other stuff
thing
is.
I know guys who've like done it like multiple times and then somehow failed. I think the biggest thing that catches people is getting your 10 pages in the morning. Cause like I know that like some people like are reading and then they just fall asleep and then it's over.
Or progress pictures. There was
Oh, progress
like,
pictures, yeah.
yeah, there
Actually,
was
yeah,
one
let's
guy.
for the people listening who don't know what 75 hard is, it's 75 hard is so it's two workouts a day, 45 minutes each. One has to be outside no matter what it is. Workouts can be absolutely anything, but they have to be two. They have to be one outside, and then it's you
Here,
have to drink a gallon
I
a
got the
day.
official thing right here. Follow a diet. This can be a diet of your choice, but it must be structured, planned, designed with a physical improvement in mind. You must complete two 45-minute workouts. One of those workouts must be outdoors.
Yeah.
Absolutely no alcohol, no cheat meals. You have to take a progress picture every day, drink a gallon of water, read 10 pages, and audiobooks don't count. Um,
Yeah.
and you have
So
until your day starts when you wake up to when you go to sleep. And if you fail, you have to start over from day one. So say you get to like day 74, day 73, you have to start over.
yeah,
So I
for
know a
sure.
lot of people who've done it, especially the guys. I asked the guys in IO on the Optimist Discord. Shout out everyone in there, bunch of G's. One of the guys failed because he forgot to take his progress picture.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I
was on day
think
50. I think he was on day 50. Forgot to take his progress picture, and he didn't realize until he woke up. And he's like, dude, this is crazy. He was like
yeah,
50 days in, forgot to take his progress picture, had to start all over.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just a discipline builder for sure.
Yeah, but other than that, definitely bodybuilding show. I'm thinking in the next year, year and a half.
Nice, man.
Um,
You get
and then after
you
that,
definitely have the running card in your arsenal to cut.
I know. And then after that, I actually am going to train for an Ironman.
Dude, I'd be so
Next, like,
down to like help you get there. That'd be
yeah. So
so,
like,
dude. That would be so far. Yeah, to be call yourself an Ironman, that's like next level. That's like, okay, you're in a marathon. Nah, I run an Ironman. I'm gonna run a marathon after cycling and swimming. Like that's crazy.
obviously, I'm gonna do a half Ironman first. Like with the
Yeah,
marathon, I didn't want to sign up for like a half marathon race, but I'll do like a 70.3, like a half Ironman before that. Um, and then I'll do a full Ironman, like probably I want to say like a year later after I do the 70.3. But that'll I'm thinking like time frame wise, um, like 2026 at the earliest is when I'll probably jump into that half Ironman, give
yeah,
myself a bunch of time. It's expensive, dude.
yeah,
Ironmans, triathlons are one of the most expensive sports by far, in my
yeah. Because
opinion.
the bike, and then you also got more than that. So,
Like the wetsuits, I was looking it up. Wetsuits are like $1,000.
damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it'll definitely be an expensive thing, but it'll be sick. Being able to call myself an Iron Man, and with the bodybuilding, I want to try and get my pro card natural. So no steroids, no nothing. I
That's
want to try and do
good.
it nat I
You don't
want to
want
try
to
and do
take
it
your hands off your
natural.
life.
Yeah. No, so being a natural bodybuilder, an Iron Man, I don't even know what else. Like I need something else. I need like the trifecta. I always want to say like I want to be known um for doing these cool challenges and like being like just like physically and mentally insane like this. Um and I find it so cool being able to tell my kids when I'm older, yeah, in my 20s I did multiple marathons. I'm on I got my natural bodybuilding pro card and I became an Ironman. Like I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Like
Wow,
having that
yeah,
rep and that resume is awesome. So
bro.
I'm
You
stoked
know
for the
what's
next
an
couple of
extra
years.
challenge?
What?
Me and my boy next year when I'm once I'm done my track season, we're gonna like throw a whole like event and stuff. If you're listening this far in the episode, you're the only ones who know about this because I'm not like promoting it yet. But we're gonna do a 100K event from Cochrane to Banff, And like if you can,
Yo,
and then like if you're in 100K, that's I feel like that's another like challenge in the club, or maybe 100 miles. 100 miles is a little screwed up. That's like 24-hour plus race, but
I know
100K,
there's um the head of my run, like my local run club, he ran 50 miles for his 50th birthday, which is like just nuts.
yeah,
50 miles on your 50th birthday is like that's not how I'd want to spend my birthday. Um, but no, dude, count me in. Count
yeah,
me in.
bro.
I'm with you guys on that. I'll
It's
run
just
100
gonna be a
miles.
straight mental challenge. It's not even gonna be like, yeah, it's just gonna be purely mental. Because I know I
It's,
can do it, like, because yeah, it's just mental. Like this is the guy who did like a 50K, um, Spartan race.
yeah,
And then yeah, we're gonna make it like a really cool event and stuff, and like really promote it. So,
dude,
yeah,
pace doesn't even matter or anything. Pace wouldn't
yeah,
matter or
exactly.
anything.
It's
We
just
would
about
just be out there.
just about completion. Yeah, exactly. But
Um,
yeah, dude. And
I'm super
then
down for that.
the last question I have for you is, what would you say to anyone who is looking to get into running, or is kind of on the edge, or just like looking to, finally actually get a training program and like have a coach? Like, what would you say to those people who are kind of on the fence right now?
I think um if you're thinking about getting into running, don't overthink it. Just give it a shot. Go out there, get a light jog in. I finished my marathon training block and my easy runs are at like a 6.5 minute kilometer. So one thing to get in your head early is slow is fast and fast is slow. Once I realized that, it became easy. All the stress was gone. Um, but for the people who want to get into running, um, I'll say be wary because once you start, you're going to be hooked. You are going to be hooked for life and you are going to fall in love with everything. You're going to want to buy every pair of shoes. You're going to want to buy a fire ass pair of Oakleys. Like you're going to want to look fast out there. Because like you can't be fast if you don't look fast. It's
Exactly,
like
bro.
you gotta look the part. But yeah, no, fall in love with the journey. Getting a coach was probably the best thing. I owe it all to you, buddy. Like I'd love you. Um,
Appreciate you, bro.
you probably say the same thing. I created a bond I have for life now.
Yeah,
We're always gonna
definitely.
stay in
Even just like
contact.
talking to you in this conversation, like that, like I'm like, that's my dog. Like that's like
Yeah.
yeah, just talking to you right now is just like it's just so much so much smiles and like happiness. Like, oh, like, it just feels good.
And this little hidden thing for the viewers. Potential collab may be coming up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, bro.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and come out, catch some K's, film some content.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we're gonna
but yeah,
be yeah, Sam might pull up. We might make some content, might hit some runs in Van Town. So, stay tuned.
guess we gotta see.
Whoever's watching right now, fire content on the way, as always.
Yeah,
We say
they don't need
there's people.
fireworks.
I guess it's Halloween fireworks, bro. They're going off, but
No,
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
But yeah, bro. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the thanks for hopping on here, man. I'm proud of you. You pushed yourself, you committed something, you did it. So
Yeah, no, I said I put my money where my mouth was,
yes,
and I
sir.
actually
And then
actually finished it.
yeah, and then where can people find you on social media?
Um, so at Sam Clement with two T's on Instagram. That's the same for my Twitter handle and then my TikTok as well. So I'm sure I'll be blown up right there. But yeah, shoot me with a follow. Any questions? My DMs are open. Bodybuilding questions, fitness questions, health, running even. Um, yeah, my
100%.
DMs are open.
Yeah,
Shoot me a message and let's talk.
if you guys got any bodybuilding questions, man. I mean, bro, show 'em- you got the pump cover. You can show them a pump, bro. I'm gonna have to flex on him a little
I'm
bit.
gonna have to flex on them. What do you do though?
This guy is literally jacked, bro. Oh
I'm
my god,
gonna
bro.
have
Bro
to.
is actually huge, bro. Bro is
That's all
actually
we'll show.
huge.
That's all we'll show. Yeah, but I got any questions? Hit me up. I'm
Yeah,
more
for
than
real.
happy to help.
If you guys are gonna try to get into weightlifting, bodybuilding, this guy's definitely the guy to ask for that. So, all right, awesome. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Thank you for having me, brother.